Welcome to Beijing, China. You see the Lake District and the most populous capital of the world, and of course the host of the Winter Olympic Games in 2022. Certainly a busy place, not only during the day but at night as well. But a little bit outside the hustle and bustle of downtown, we find a fantastic venue, the Beijing Shougang Sports Center, the host of the Curling World Cup Final. And for our live game this evening, it's Canada 2 playing Switzerland in the men's competition, session 3.
In this evening's men's matchups on She Day,
Well, here we see
from United States versus
the teams, and we'll meet Team Canada. It is Denny Neufeld at lead, Colton Flash at second, BJ Neufeld at third, and their skip, Kevin Cooey. For Team Switzerland, at lead, Marcel Kaffler. At second, Romano Meyer. Third for Switzerland, Michael Brunner. And Team Skip, Yannick Schwaller. You see the two groups in this final, A and B. It is two Canadian teams in there. So for Canada 1, alongside China, Sweden and USA. Canada 2 are joined by Norway, Scotland and Switzerland in their group. So it is Canada 2 in Group B playing Switzerland for our live game this evening. As we see the points awarded, of course some teams qualified through to this final on points, but also winning the legs. About 3 points for a win within 8 ends, and if you go to a shootout, you win 2 points if you win the shootout, 1 point if you lose. And of course, it's all about accumulating as many points as possible to make it to the final of this week. I see the other games out there as well. 4 games will be played this evening. And it's USA to play the other Canadian team. China will take on Sweden, and so also Norway to play Scotland, as well as our live game Canada 2 playing Switzerland. Just about to get kicked off here. Switzerland with the first stone. You see the rules of play. 5 stone free guard zone, 8 ends is what the game's scheduled for. If we're tied, we'll go to a shootout. And we do have that thinking time per end and no timeouts, so it makes for a very swift game. I'm Sander Rolvag, joined by Rona Howie. Good evening.
Good evening, Xander.
I see Switzerland. Well, kick us off here with the first stone. Certainly a battle of a very experienced Canadian team against a younger Swiss team with their whole careers ahead of them. A couple of years out of juniors.
Flashes. There.
Real tight. You can go now. Hard flash. Real good, Denny.
Really good placement there of the corner guard we saw earlier. The guards need to be closer to the rings to be useful to bury around behind. There's such a big swing on the ice from the hog line in.
Marcel Kaufler.
Wart. 2-3. Okay, jetzt könnt ihr Michi an.
Let's go, Miku. Wenn der Miku.
Jungs, das ist genug.
Eigentlich gut.
Das ist nöch.
Gut, Cello.
Wenn es geht nicht, weißt du, wenn wir den ersten nicht anwischen, wenn es geht nicht, der zweite auch.
Gut, ist gut.
A bit of feedback from the skip. Denny Neufeld, 38 years old.
Room. Line's good. Yep.
We do normally see Ben Hebert throw the lead rocks for this Kevin Cooey rink. But Denny is a well-known customer.
Shot, Dan.
And will come in to this team and do his part well.
Great setup already from both leads.
Ja, het heeft toch een beetje beter, ja. Goed, goed.
Romano Maier.
Oké. 12. Oh, stop! Wacht. Steht er! Ik ga niet meer naar daten.
Wow, Michiel.
Even niet bouncen.
Bounce. Achtung.
Bounce een beetje. Leg niet hier. Is 10 en 4.
Nee.
1 en 4.
Weg.
Trying to get to the inside of the red here.
Oppassen wie daar is.
Tap it back.
Goed zo, Chelle. Normal.
Hey, flasher, joh.
Just normal.
Okay, no way, Flash. Keep it up still.
Colton Flash.
Yep, that's good. Yep. Hard. Roll it.
I was a bit unlucky there. Over curls, just straight jams the yellow onto their own red.
Weight was pretty good, eh? That's your normal? Yeah.
All right, maybe a little hard.
Hard. Roll it.
So close to being absolutely perfect. Yellow onto yellow, but just over curled.
Zie het, Mikkel. Zie het. Vol door. Push vol door. Kant zij, goed. Hebben. Wieter.
Switzerland chasing this redstone.
Yep.
Over curls a fraction. Rolls away.
Oké, Michiel.
They do lie 3.
This Swiss team has played at 2 of the Curling World Cups. They've played 2 legs, the one in USA and John Shopping. Peter de Cruz and his team played the first leg, whereas Kevin Cooey and his rink, they won the first leg to gain entry to the final.
Hard.
Beauty.
Oh wow, what a shot.
Oh, there you go. Makes up for that first mistake.
Switzerland were looking quite good there, but you leave a shot like that for Colton Flash, makes it look easy.
Yep.
Mikael Brunner.
Whoa. Yep. In. Whoa, weg.
So still a chance for Canada to set up their 2 with last stone if they get a good hit and roll here.
Right off.
Third for Canada and PJ Neufeld.
Okay.
We'll just hit the stick on the wing.
Ja, goed.
Hij is goed, ja.
Steady is okay. Goed. Nu. Nu, op de hol. Achter. Nu. Remmen.
Brengen.
Ja, remmen.
Val 3, Ramon. Val 3.
Whoa.
Okay. Good. Okay.
I think you can throw here.
Reach.
That's good.
So just dropping the weight a wee bit here to try and get that inside roll behind cover.
Whoa, close. No. Yep. Whoa. No. Flash, hard, Danny.
Go, Danny, go. Shot.
I got a piece under.
Shot. Good throw, Beach.
On the board close.
En nu gaan wij het eerst vinden.
You trust Beats there.
That's good.
Doesn't fully bury, but covers the inside edge.
Board close.
Goed. Schau noch eher frische.
Vom Eis her. Sie machen ja schon etwas.
Ja, und jetzt tun sie eher frische noch, gell?
Ja. Vom Gefühl haben wir ja auch schon etwas gegeben.
Genau, ja. Ich denke es auch, ja. Gut. Würde ich auch sagen.
Bist du bereit, Schelle?
Ja, ich bin bereit.
Yannick Schwaller, 2014 World Junior Champion.
Plus 2! Weg!
Close to making it back-to-back. Lost the final the year after.
Plus 3! Bringen!
Wow.
Bringen, Remo.
Ja, ein bisschen musst du. Ja, kannst du
Oh dear.
Just under curls and chips that red over into the forfeit.
I threw it. Yeah.
He played a nice controlled down weight as well to give it time to curl.
Oh yeah.
Just maybe over-iced himself.
Draw to here, I think, is the shot, and we can.
Yeah, I like playing it like this. I don't.
Okay.
Because I can see that.
Yeah. He gets enough ice. That looks like minimum
Well,
to me.
I had Denny this far. I had him inside edge 8 for the freeze.
This looks really tight to me.
It's close to my line.
What are you throwing? Like back line?
Yeah. Well, I had you that far inside the edge of 8, and it sure didn't take
Here's a
off.
point for a little bit more.
You think that's minimum?
I do.
No, give me a little. I think that's.
In between.
What do you think compared to draw?
I think it's the same as this draw you're throwing here.
Throw like that 12 3/4.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that for this weight.
Kevin Cooey here, skip of Canada. Himself and the team there, quite known for spending quite a bit of time.
Easy. T-line right now. Cross it, flash.
Lots of time on the clock in this end though. They might be trying to
Hard line.
save as much time with the front end stones as much as possible to have that chance to communicate and talk over, especially the skip rocks.
Good shot.
So he's looking to tap his own stone back there, but over curled,
Okay.
but actually gets a pretty good result.
Was Gefühl hast, stimmt bei gut. Ja, einfach zu spät ist übertrieben, aber ja.
Was ist das halbe?
Da musst du im Fies ein bisschen raus, ja.
Aber dick halbe, gell? Ist gut.
Ja, genau. Ja, für mich okay.
Ja, dünn sind wir nicht mehr gut. Gut,
Ja,
ich habe das
finde ich
Gefühl, die sind komisch stark gehabt.
Ja.
Die nicht mega weggezogen und die nicht weggezogen.
Macht Sinn, ja. Top gut. Das Ziel vom Mann ist top.
Ja. Dick halbe.
Ja, ist gut. Yep, Remo.
Yes.
Voll durch.
Looking for the double here, Yannick Schwaller. It's starting to over curl. It is, and runs it right past the back red. And rolls far enough, I think, for Canada to be able to play a draw here to score the 2. Just figuring out which pathway to take.
I mean, it will be.
I like to throw this.
Wide
line, right? I mean,
I wasn't never worried about being heavy for the tap.
yeah.
What would you say? Throw the same?
You don't like throwing the same intern?
No, I like this.
Okay. I would like you to throw a little bit more.
Okay.
Like 4 more feet, 3 more feet.
Okay, there has been some hits out here too. So.
I think 2 or 3 feet, you'll be fine.
Here we go.
Last one first end, a chance for Kevin Cooey to put 2 points up on the board.
I think we're close, Scope. Take a look.
Fine kid.
It's coming a little bit wider because of that tight center guard.
Hard, boys, hard!
Hard, guys.
Hard! Come on, Danny, you got it! Go!
Really working this one, Flash and Neufeld. Are they able to drag it far enough? I don't think so. Comes up light.
Short.
Well, just had to play a new path there, I think. First end, maybe a little bit fresh.
1 red.
And just a single point for Canada. But they lead Switzerland by 1.
That was 14-15.
Good, Doug.
Thought it's pretty good. Probably not. I thought it was a little light.
Looks pretty good, guys. Looks pretty good. Doesn't need a curl.
It's perfect.
Mine's good.
It's a heavy advantage.
Canada gets us going in the second end. Kevin Cooey just coming up a bit shy on the draw for the deuce. He leads Switzerland by a single. Center guard in place. Switzerland will throw the corner.
Go, Migo, go, 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 go. Door, door, door. Dat is 3.
Doe me beetje logo, hè. Ja.
Vroeg.
Dus landen. Zo goed.
Oké.
Ja, die komt nur nog weiter raus.
Ja.
Maar we hebben nog een tweede.
Comes up a bit light maybe, that corner guard. Pretty long. You have seen quite a lot of finish in the ice today. Quite a lot of curl.
You got to go for line.
It is helpful to
Take a look.
place your rocks in behind guards, but also helpful to chase rocks that are in behind guards. Might need
Get a T-line.
to place those center and corners all tight to the rings for them to be effective.
Mine's good. You can go for line.
It's perfect.
Good shot.
Shot, Denny. Beauty.
Af. Nog binnen, goed. Wie aan, wie aan, ik ga je showen. Wie aan even.
Wees aan, jongens.
Alles uit, je moet aan veranderen.
Go, jongens.
Linie.
So a great setup from Benny Neufeld. Switzerland just tried to come in and freeze on top, but they've come up short.
Doesn't matter.
Halfway flash. Pretty positive. Yeah.
You do see China playing Sweden. They're in the first end.
Sweden lying 1, but a chance here for China. Xiao Xian.
Let it curl. Real tight right now.
Score 2, just need to tap that Swedish stone back.
To the yellow, all tapping.
Is it going to curl enough? Does nick their own red, but a great result. Score of 2 for China.
And that is the score. After one end, they lead Sweden 2-0.
Yeah. Charles set. Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Line would have been good.
Should be there.
Should be all there, guys.
Line's fine. Still room. Right up. Halfway on its own.
Just over.
Coming down
Line's
now.
good.
Hard done.
thought it was all there. Almost dies on them a bit.
Well, no, I think he just got into a path early.
Yeah, got a little tighter.
Yeah.
You can hear the explanation. Just coming into a bit of a tighter path. Again, just a little fresher. Some of the weight comes off of it. Just able to get over that hog line.
Okay.
And it's always good to have that communication between the sweepers and thrower and skip to try and work out if a shot hasn't worked perfectly, what they can do better.
Oh, huge mistake here by Switzerland. Just tickles the guard on the way past as we jump on over to Norway, Scotland. Looks like Norway in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, Scotland line 3. Thomas Ulsrud has a nose hit, but quite tight to the front yellow. Looking quite happy with this one.
A little bit of room, guys. Gotta go for weight.
So it's a score of 1 for Norway.
And they lead Scotland by 1 after one end of play. And their very blue trousers for the occasion.
Very nice blue trousers. So now Switzerland in a bit of trouble here. They need to get some of the granite out front removed. Only removes the top one.
To give him something. He's got nothing right now.
We're not throwing another guard, are we?
I think you are.
What are we guarding?
I don't know.
What do you like?
My first thought is to go around everything. Back 4 even?
Yeah,
Back
and
8,
just-
back 4.
Even if I think you just want to commit to being here, even if you're back 8.
Yeah.
Get it by ours.
Even if you're through the house, exactly.
Canada feeling pretty good about the setup here.
13. You want to be deep, right?
The 2 center guards perfectly lined up. Shot stone in behind. No need to throw another guard. You might just leave something for the Swiss. So bringing another counter into the house. Just don't want to set up a double of any kind, so quite happy to bring this one deep. But coming wider, and again, pulling up short.
Yep, hard, Danny. Hard.
Go.
Okay. Fuck, that's just a guess speed. Like you chucked that.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of communication between the players today about different tracks of the ice, different speeds. And that's where it's so important to keep the stopwatches on and make sure you're finding out the information.
Switzerland will look to run the long guard back here. Try to open it up. Ah, just past everything. So close. And it's a very efficient end again by Canada. 2.5 minutes left on the clock before skip rocks. I don't think they'll get into any time trouble if they keep this efficiency up.
Throw 6 feet less than your out turn. That'll be perfect. You think?
I like that.
Yeah. So let's take our 6 feet less would be good.
Weight's perfect.
Mine's good. Weight's perfect.
Higher the better. Higher the better.
We're nice and high.
Clean it.
It's gotta stop. We're gonna lock.
Yeah, we're
Really heavy, Beach.
it's over
Gotta
curl.
stop,
I think
gotta
it's fine.
stop.
Just halfway.
Gotta
Just
stop.
halfway, a little better.
What?
Good.
Okay.
A little more curl.
It does slightly over curl, but not a bad result.
Good.
Boss?
Yeah,
Still in the way for Switzerland.
2/3 aus ist immer noch gut, gell?
Ja, voll, ja.
So 3/4 ist glaube
So,
perfekt.
dass wir da ganz ein bisschen so...
3/4 ist perfekt.
Gut. Was wolltest du da für 10?
Ja. 3/4 oder was machen wir?
Ja, nicht schnell, also wahrscheinlich das 10.
Also wir hinten, das ist der Benny.
Finde ich das 10 gut?
There we see the coaches for Switzerland.
Perfekt.
Bernhard Wertemann and the team official for Canada, Nolan Thiessen.
Ja.
Ein bisschen weniger. Gut.
Nein!
Looking to go red, yellow, red here. And they do that, just not with enough weight. Had to curl a bit more.
Goed gespeeld.
Goed gespeeld, ja.
Goed gespeeld, Jan.
Ja, dat is nu anders.
Nah, zo.
Goed gespeeld.
Goed gespeeld.
I just caught that first one a bit too thin.
I mean, I don't hate this. Harder. But I like throwing it with some weight
I'm
so
like
that if you
thinking,
nose
yeah,
it.
like firm.
Yeah, I like that.
I just think the guard is a big guess for.
Kind of weight.
I think I just throw firm.
That's what I was
Nose is good
thinking,
enough. I just think the guard can do anything, right?
Yeah,
I
would
agree.
agree.
No, I like this.
That looks good here.
Considering the guard just not feeling
Good to
too
know.
confident,
So. There you go, cool.
having been caught out a couple of times in the end. So, trying to take the ice reading out of it here. Throw firm weight down the center line. Just remove the yellow. Will need to get past the guard though. And on the guard. Wow. That curled a bit more than they were thinking. Maybe just a bit tight on the broom as well from QE early on. Now a chance all of a sudden for Switzerland to score two out of nowhere.
Het is super lengig.
Really in trouble the entire end. Catch.
Thought training is good, yeah.
Yeah, Switzerland would have been happy to get out of this end with just a 1, but actually have a shot for 2 now.
Catch around half a rock here, keep the shooter. Score a 2. Yannick Schwaller
Beats me!
hasn't been coming together fully so far for the Swiss, but one good shot here and they'll put themselves in the lead. Sounds pretty good. 1-2, there you go. A deuce for Switzerland. And they will take it and lead Canada by 1.
Das ist Schwein, Jungs.
Ja,
Wir müssen die Runs besser haben, dass wir etwas mitreißen, gell?
Ja.
Voll.
Nur Länge.
Wenn er knapp hast, will ich ihn streichen.
Ja, ein sehr
On a sweeping required for this first stone for Switzerland third end. They play Canada.
Komm, wir durch.
Canada 2 actually, with 2 teams representing Canada in the men's competition.
Wissen die anderen, dass die mehr macht, Migu? Wissen sie, dass die mehr
Geht der
macht?
mehr?
Die gehört mehr, ja.
Das habe ich noch nie gehört.
Heavy, 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 heavy.
Oh, I don't think so.
Heavy and wide. I don't think it's heavy.
See a good look at the curl here.
Line's good.
On the center line, and as soon as the weight comes off of it, it'll really start to bend and towards the wing. Corner guard is what they're looking for here. Right on the Chinese Curling Association logo. Good spot for a guard.
Overskate! Muss noch weiter wegmachen. Noch ein bisschen. Okay, gut. Aber Michi da. Nein, Römme.
2 nur. Bis 3.
Michi noch ein bisschen. Michi muss.
Wow, ist gut.
Gut. Danke schön, Cello.
Okay,
Ist gut.
So Switzerland, just by being off the centre onto the forefoot with that draw, they had to guard over the centre line. Gives Canada the chance to come around here now. Use that guard.
Off. Too heavy. Sorry, Dan.
Jesus.
I found it.
I was in your ear there.
They were sliding good, eh?
Oh.
Getting a bit filled.
Second one's been sliding.
Still, Canada.
Good. Ja.
Ended up over sweeping that one to sit on top of the yellow. Just like Romano Meyer will be looking to do here, but sit on top of the red Canadian rock.
You okay, 12? 8! Freeze, bis an, freeze! Ja.
Guck du mal nur.
Nur legen.
Ich kann nicht schlecht.
Achtung, ja!
Bruch.
Linie!
Guck du mal. Also,
Linie!
ja, Länge steht. Länge ist gut.
Wow!
Länge steht.
Snel.
Wow.
He will jump on over to China, Sweden. Sweden down by 2.
China line 1 on the button, but a chance for Sweden here to tap that back and get a 2. Nicholas Edin.
Rent! Ja! Hold! Gerne!
Sweepers working this one
Come here!
Okay, that's all we want.
to pass the top yellow,
Bite the 4 at the most room.
and he makes it. So a score of 2 for Sweden.
Line's good!
That is a tied game after 2 rounds of play. Also, Norway, Scotland, we saw Ulsrud's freeze attempt to slip a foot too deep, a chance for Ross Patterson to maybe chase.
Yeah, a chance to play just a tap back weight.
Yep! Whoa!
There's a chance of 3 here.
Whoa!
Ja, met de rausnehmen, das ist nicht gut.
They're on and off it, which is a good sign. A great shot from Ross Patterson. Score of 3.
And they will lead Norway by 2, 3-1. As we see Romano Meyer.
In het 12. Hebben. Zit zo slecht. 10. In het 8. In het 4.
Hebben de Michi! Peter!
Just past the guard. We'll tap the red stone just to the back 4.
Draw another one in there. Same weight, almost.
Same weight, 5.
Yeah, I think same weight's good.
Same throw.
Hebben de Michi! Peter!
Draw another one in there.
T-line. Line's good.
Line's great.
A chance now here for Colton Flash to come in and freeze that yellow.
Seems to be sliding a bit better down this path, but again, this one coming up short. Maybe again just a little bit of a tighter line.
Easy versenken.
Well, it was an opportunity lost because even if they'd been up to that yellow and tapped it, Canada would have laid 3. So a chance now for Switzerland to come half round there and put the pressure on Canada.
Kurz wäre ja scheiße. Aber es ist sicher eine Feine. Sicher eine Feine.
Goal's okay.
T!
Achtung!
T!
Tiep! Zulegen!
Nein, is er dit? In 8.
Schwer snel wie ons.
In 8.
De freeze.
Wartet.
Was?
De freeze.
So heavy here.
Oh jongens, dat is wirklich niet meer.
Ja.
Ja, sorry. Ja.
Leaves the shooter half frozen.
You gotta move this and whatever you're seeing, you just
Yeah, they're both good. Yeah.
Yeah, both teams just struggling
Like,
to get
forward?
top of the draw weight here.
I'd say hack.
Hack. 1-2. Hack.
Yeah. Probably love to just kind of roll with it on top.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey, Beach.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Weight's good. Hard. Hack.
Hard.
Whoa. 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 Off. Close. Off. Yep. Real close. Yep. Hard.
Whoa, get on this thing.
Sit. Shot. Hit. Toss. Good.
Really nice rolling behind there.
Wir gehen einfach das
From
raus,
BJ.
Natur in anfangs in 8. In 8 Natur.
Taking a look at the other scores, we see USA up 2-1 on the Canada 1 tied game. China, Sweden, Scotland up by 2 on Norway.
12!
Ja.
Huge sweep here. Trying to drag it past the guard, but will wreck. Does lead the shooter top 12.
Oh, there's a hole there.
They're lucky enough to tap the red guard just kind of underneath the yellow guard on the left. It's a bit of a stagger, tough to run back for Canada.
Try it.
Okay.
What turn?
You do this.
Probably the same turn, I'm assuming. Probably need more weight though.
Well, you need to throw it hard.
Throw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, this is what I was thinking.
Okay,
So looking to come through that gap, and if they just rub the red onto yellow, that would be an okay result.
Yep. Whoa.
That's what they were thinking.
Curl, baby.
What did he have here? The pass, no. And a little bit unlucky to spill that Yellowstone in top 4.
I don't know if there was a hole there.
There was a hole there, yeah.
You think there was?
So.
Maar met de baby tap da.
Goed.
Is goed. Vast.
Baby tap
Verschillende nog.
called
Ja.
on Yannick Schwaller.
En die is ook fijn afstellen.
Die is verdampt hier.
Yep, they don't need to move it very far.
Ja, ik ga. Kijk, dat is
ga niet zo
repetition
vier
4,
voeren.
4 zijn niet waarschijnlijk.
Ja.
They certainly don't want to split off it and leave an easier shot for Canada.
Zo hinder 8 T-line.
Oké,
De tap.
razen.
Ja.
Oké, goed.
Ze fijn, egal, ja.
Ja, we weten meer Engels, gell?
Ja, wir sind
Aber
schneller.
ich bin auch dort gewesen.
Gut.
Das fühlt sich schon nicht.
Ich habe das Gefühl, die läuft gut.
Fien, hè?
Ja.
In 8. Wenn wir.
Wir sind lieber auf der kürzeren Seite, habe ich das Gefühl.
Ja, das ist gut, glaube ich. Ja. Ein bisschen knapp.
Vor een 4!
Wow,
Vier! Vier!
Schau mal, Liam.
Tee!
Warte.
Tee!
Die muss er.
Tee! Heren vier! Heren vier!
Cello, Achtung. Cello, yep. Cello, yep.
Waiting for this to curl. Is it enough to be shot though? Maybe just.
Sehr schön.
Very nice tap, especially if that is shot stone.
It's going to be hard to...
It's just brilliant.
Definitely the shot, Kev. Try and put it right here.
Okay.
That's Kevin Cooey, slides on the way back to the hack.
T-line. What do you think out here?
We'll just jump on over to the USA Canada 1 game.
13 course, yeah.
USA lying 1. Chance for John Schuster
Okay, line's good.
to draw the button
Not to move it
Room right now. Line's
for a
good.
2.
Line's never an issue. Split T now.
Back 8.
It's always standing.
Line's good.
Back 8, B.
Off.
Back 12.
All you guys, hit the
Back
T.
12.
Okay.
Just needs to be T-line,
I got here, but you guys, all you guys. Okay, Kev, that's not bad.
edge of the button. Is it going to stop? Ah, great shot. Score of 2 for USA.
2 red.
A brilliant draw
Not at the street again.
and a 4-1 lead.
Fair, John.
What'd you get hogged on?
I had 13-8 on that one.
Come on over late.
Sure, Fiat, Scaliano. Hey, great judge, boys.
Dat is zo, man.
Yeah. Good talk in the hack, boys.
Veel goal, yo.
We saw Kevin Cooey come down and
Yep.
tap the yellow back
Een beetje zo is.
a couple of feet.
33, Keanu.
Mee gaan we niet maken.
33.
30 seconds left on the clock. The front end paying attention. Just letting Annex Valar know you have 30 seconds, you might want to come down and throw.
Yeah, we know you're discussing the shot, but you need to get in the hack and play it.
It's important for the front end players to have a good look at that clock.
Yep.
Alex Valar.
Achtung. Neem het, easy, clean.
Red.
Makes a nose hit.
Zo, Jan.
Yeah, I don't
Does
know.
it leave the chance for Canada to just nick that other yellow over and use their back red as a counter?
Probably just make sure, hit it high, score point.
Well, is it high or is it nose?
Get an extra time.
Well, either one.
Yeah, you just. Yeah, so what are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, if you just touch this, this might be shot rock.
Yeah, that's what I see.
So, trying to nose it.
I think so.
Nose it with peel.
You're thinking normal?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Remove that one yellow and just nudge the other one on the way past.
Green.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Bring the back red into play.
Yep.
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 That is the plan.
Hard flash.
Hard.
So 1-2. Jams the yellow, and as you said, Rona, it will be that back red to score. A single point for Canada, and this game is tied at 2 each after 3 ends of play. An open affair.
That was a good throw. Ran real straight.
I don't think so.
We take a look at how the teams got to the final. We have the 3 leg winners. Of course, Sweden invited as world champion. Scotland, Switzerland through ranking, just on points accumulated. We see Norway, the special invite, and of course China as host nation. And that's the overall points. We see Dunstone and Cooey
Right, 2/3, Denny.
top of the table with 54 points each. And that's why we have 2 Canadian teams in the final this week in the men's competition. And it is that QE team that is playing at the moment. They take on
Light, but
Switzerland.
a lot of rotation, boys.
Right about here is good.
I agree.
It's got to stop the line. Just
Danny.
sliver tight on that.
Hit. Nice shot, Dan. They should have closed 7.
Die knap verrennen.
Beetje op slow go, jongens. Beetje op
Ja,
slow go.
zeer goed.
Je gaat er echt knap. Gun 3, gun 3.
Okay.
Top 4.
Or in the hole. I don't mind that, yeah. Love that, actually.
Well, Norway, Scotland.
Heavy.
Norway in trouble again here.
Well, looks like Thomas Ulster is going to have to depend on a rolling red stone coming off the winger.
Good. Not too high.
Scotland line 2 on the forefoot.
Hold on. Right up.
And hit and roll over.
Right up.
Good sweep, boys. Good shot.
Doesn't roll enough. So it's a steal of 2 for Scotland.
On me twice.
And they lead this game 5-1 after 3 ends. Tough start for
Stoler ikke på deg, vet du.
the Norwegians, struggling a little bit today.
Kjep høy.
Yep.
Kjep.
Den gir 8, 12.
Go, jongens. Vol door het.
Mia, we moest vlieg. Moest nog klippen.
A couple of guards up front here.
There it is.
Looks like, yeah.
What are we throwing here? Flash 13?
I think 13 and a half even.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be quick
This
here.
rock's been sliding good.
Okay, flash, here you go.
I'll give you a couple extra feet enough.
The curling community were saddened to hear that Thomas Ulsrud and his team announced
Room.
the end of the team, as is, the end of this season.
Well, it's been a long time coming.
Weight's good. Coming down.
Go, BJ!
Have thought they were going to retire for
Go!
a good 5-6 years now, so not too surprised, but yes, it is a bit sad.
Made a turn.
It is, they really are great characters in the game,
Hey,
not
I thought it would
just
be slow there. Yeah.
their trousers, but them individually and as a team. Great characters.
Well, one last hurrah for them. And for Romano Meyer and Team Switzerland here. It's really just the start of what could be many events like this in the future. Just in their early to mid-20s.
Sure.
You go the same way.
It's pretty good.
And that's where the World Cup this year has been great for teams to gain experience internationally, because Peter de Cruz got to play the European Championship and the World Championship. So it's allowed Yannick Schwaller and his young team to gain that experience by playing at this event.
It's over curling big time.
Any chance you can
Not even close.
Just over.
Just
put
get it over.
your
Terrible.
nation's flag on your jersey
Okay.
and represent your country is great.
Wat bloos, dat is zomaar niks beu.
Is goed, ja.
Michael, so wenig ist Tani, da
Vind voor plus goed.
Het moet die
Querer ist Tani.
Also.
Ja, dat is recht gehabt.
Ja, ja, ist die
And of course, Romano Myers represented Switzerland at various competitions, starting off with the Youth Olympic Games back in 2012. They picked up the gold medal. And then the juniors, and also the Winter University Games this year in Krasnoyarsk. So just one step up every time. A lot of opportunities for young curlers to make it through the ranks and play internationally for their country. Just means they're that much more prepared coming to an event like this, or Olympic Games, World Championships.
And I think that having that opportunities allowed the youngsters to gain that experience at an earlier age, whereas years ago you only had the juniors to play in, whereas now with the Youth Olympic Games and World University Games, it's giving you that experience at an earlier age to prepare you coming into the men's game and the women's game.
We certainly do see teams get younger and younger, becoming a young man's or women's sport.
Ja.
Dat is weer
Maar dit is nu toch, dat de klieg houdt op elkaar, dan kan
But of course, still you have the old ringers, like Kevin Cooey, still at the very top of his game. He has been for many years. 2010 world champion.
Terugspelen. Is klieg weniger risico als vooruit.
Kijk,
I would agree. You feel like it's heavy.
We can always watch it come down.
Did pick up the title in 2016 as well, close to winning this season in Lethbridge, home in Canada, but just losing out to Nicholas Edin.
Hard!
Oh, there! Hard!
Hard! Hard! You still got it! Whoa! Heavy, heavy, heavy.
That's not that bad.
Sit, baby. I don't think we had a chance.
I didn't think so either.
Okay. Okay, Beach.
We'd have been good. We didn't have stupid.
So a bit deeper than I'd wanted, but Canada do lie too.
Because mine hung out forever.
They would love to force Switzerland to a one at this
Only
end.
different from me and Kevin, because ours are all curling more.
Ja, klar, wauw. Ja. Goed.
En dan!
4-4.
1-4 erom!
Achtung!
10.
Easy. Op!
4-4. 10.
Op!
Hier ren je hem.
4-4. 10. 4-4.
Hard!
Trying to pass the top guard.
Sorry, Michi.
Super spuit.
Kind of missed the line call there a bit.
Goed, Migo. Oké.
Yeah, the weight was pretty good.
Ja, ja.
Hij heeft het 4 gezegd.
Ja, ik had jullie net zo wit trekken, ik heb toen nog recht aangeslagen. Ja, het zit nu zo, ja.
Zo goed. Ik maak nog
Oh yeah, I think it's good.
So Canada now can come around top 4 behind cover.
Yeah.
13.
Is it, I'm guessing it's about the
Let's
same
take a
as
look
what
on
we
over.
did this freeze
I would agree.
last
Canada
time.
won,
Same way as you
skipped
When I
by
threw, I was
Matt
like,
Dunstone, trailing John Schuster and USA by 3.
And in trouble here, facing 3 US counters. Has a chance for an open hit though on the 1 and the 4 foot to take one.
Not
Don't want
one.
to.
Yeah,
Real-
it's perfect.
real-
Clean.
Don't want it right now.
Clean.
Often,
Real
often.
heavy.
Real heavy.
Well, good.
Well then.
Really gotta go.
Sweeper's really working this to hold it.
Off.
Whoa!
Off.
Hard, Denny. Hard, Denny.
And this is over curling.
Hard, Danny!
Plan B.
Go, 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 go!
And a good call by Braden Muscovy to let that one go.
I like the throw.
But USA will steal one and lead the game 5-1.
That was good. I got a 75 on B. I got a 90 on that.
Nice, so.
Kevin Cooey just slipped back tee. Wanted to finish top 4 foot, really put the pressure on Switzerland. Now gives a bit of a pocket for Yannick Schwaller.
Die Spur ist etwa einen Meter härter wie bei letztem Mal.
Wir müssen beißen, Dolly, hast du den Doppel.
Okay, ist gut.
Einen Meter härter.
Meter
Die
härter.
ist jetzt von feiner geworden.
Doch, sie ist wieder geworden, aber sie ist am Anfang noch härter gewesen.
The only thing, if they come back and freeze perfectly, Canada can freeze them. Kind of kill his end.
Acht! Die Dolly weisen! In je zak 10 linie! Ja!
Kan niet slecht, aber knap.
Ja, broer.
Ja! 10! Nog lang Dolly weisen! Die Dolly weisen!
Die gaan dicht.
Die is perfect!
Freeze. Kom op. Oké. Ook speelt, Chandler.
So they do lie short.
Ook speelt.
Nice, right. Same.
Yeah. Same ice.
Same throw, you thinking?
Yeah, it should be close.
Kevin Cooey would love just to come up and freeze on top of that. Force Switzerland to take one.
That's the same?
Same ice? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Okay, basically same stuff.
Ja, same way. Same shit.
Okay, line's good.
I got it. Back 4.
Off and off.
Room. I got there.
Close.
Clean!
Yep.
Back 4!
Whoa.
Clean!
Back 4 for sure.
Yes! Whoa!
It's good. It's good.
Hard! Whoa! Yeah!
Heavy.
You gotta go.
That's a pretty good effort by Kevin Cooey
Really good.
and Team Canada.
Okay.
Brings that one through the hole and down onto the Swiss rock for a shot stone. What does Switzerland have other than just to play the same shot that Canada did?
Gleiche Länge wie vorher.
Yeah, there's no way that red's going anywhere. Just have to draw the button.
Klein weniger.
Ja.
Klein weniger, okay. Yep. So, gleiche Länge wie vorher.
Gut, ja. Ja,
Klein weniger. Gut.
das langt sicher gut. Vielleicht ist sogar noch
Pretty much a draw.
Ist so bald.
Ja, klopt.
Gleich spielen wie vorher ist gut.
Ja, immer.
Die steht ja.
Hier! Op! Schwietos!
So line and weight both really important here.
Hier beste, Pisane!
Has to draw off the yellow at top of the 8 foot.
Länge ist gut.
Button pretty good, weight's pretty good, and shot's pretty good overall. Great effort and a score of 1 for Switzerland. So through 4 ends of play here, it is the Swiss to lead Canada by 1. Half-time break.
One yellow.
Gespeeld, ja.
Pause. Good end. Yeah, of course.
So taking a look at the first end, a failed double attempt by Yannick Schwaller allowed Kevin Cooey the chance to draw for 2. Had to be fully in the 12 foot. Sweeper swept it the whole way. Just comes up short. So a missed opportunity and just a score of 1.
1 red.
Second end, Yannick Schwaller tap back for 2 to catch half his Yellowstone onto red, and it's a score of 2. They take the lead 2-1.
Wir müssen die Runs besser haben.
I think so.
Third end, Switzerland lying 1.
Yep.
Canada just having to remove
Hard.
1 yellow and split the other one across to score 1.
Okay.
I look over at the fourth end, Sweden versus China. Nicholas Edin, last stone, facing 2 Chinese counters. He has got backing to come up to. The sweepers seem quite happy. Great shot. Score of 1 for Sweden. Tie the game after 4, 3-all.
Taking a look at Norway, Scotland as well. Chance for Norway to claw back.
Looks a bit better at this end for Norway. An open hit for 3 for Thomas Ulsrud.
Whoa. Så, prøv. Prøv så. Hard, 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 hard. Hard så. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard.
No problem. So a score of 3.
Brings that scoreline a lot closer. It's just a 5-4 lead now for Scotland over Norway. Elsewhere we see USA with a 5-1 lead on Canada 1. It is tied between China and Sweden. And also in our game, Switzerland up by 1 on Canada 2. And those are all the games
They can play hard shots.
this evening.
Webby.
Okay, let's go, Kev. Good back half.
Boys aren't feeling it, or what?
No, there's like... Kev threw those last 2 really good. It's not good.
This makes you feel even worse.
Dranbleiben. Regner. Was meinen Sie nach der Hälfte?
Ja.
Wir haben auf Hilfe Zeit.
Ja, das ist Girl, mate. Aber wir können wieder Garde an.
Well, taking a look at the percentages. Not a bad game by either team, just both struggling a little bit with the ice perhaps this evening. But it is a close one. Canada just trailing by a single point, but they do have the hammer for the 5th end, so quite possibly we'll see this one come down to the final rock, or maybe even a shootout. We'll see. Some pretty big screens to follow the action. If you're a spectator in this very arena, always better.
Go jongens, go jongens.
Zeer goed.
Vol 3.
You have a big screen to look at as well as watching the game live.
2, op en 2.
With 4 of those screens, you can keep a good eye on this game from any angle. But even for you sitting at home, getting all the best angles and
Top 12.
Heavy, I really gave it some.
Top 12, top 8.
a very close look
That's good. Well then.
at these teams, Canada, Switzerland.
Doesn't need a curl.
It's there. It's all there.
Off.
They're all there. T-line almost.
And of course we get to hear them as well. It's such a great part about watching curling.
Stop. Let it stop.
All right, then. That's really good speed there.
That's good speed there.
Well, you can't
See how much curls from the hog line in. That one past the guard and then came out the other side. That's what we were saying earlier, Xander, that the guards need to be closer to the rings to be useful.
Yep. Ek. Ek.
Val door, hè.
Hebben.
Out, Ek.
Hebben.
Niet daar.
Kom, Migo, kom, wieten.
Just catching the guard.
Zwaar goed.
But rolls the shooter onto the rings. So not horrible. And does leave the center guard
My first thought too.
Wow.
pretty close
I
to
don't
the
know
center
speed
line.
here, but
Do you ever hit that, Koo?
Not really.
That guard is useless.
Make a good one
It's
here.
hard to get two.
Okay.
Yep,
What do you
they're
think?
saying
Speed
that
is
guard's
fine?
useless.
that.
They know it's too long.
This is fine.
I think you need to throw.
13. Throw the same weight.
I think you need a hair more with that rock. I think you need a hair more.
Normal.
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 I like this best.
Whoa. Yep.
97%.
Whoa.
He's done well to come in into this team.
Yeah, Ben Hebert's shoes aren't easy to fill. He's one of the best leads in the world.
Thinking blank's really good here.
Hair rounded that.
Wait, Job. Kom in, tussen de sprutsen.
Ik wil de roll.
Yep. De munt in de blijven.
Of course, Danny's played for many years with BJ, the team skipped by Mike McEwen out of Manitoba. Just never able to win the Brier and make it to a World Championship, so they finally made a change, and QE more than happy to take BJ into his lineup, and it's worked out pretty well.
Make the roll flash. Tickle ours over a bit.
And it's great that Den is getting the opportunity to wear that Canadian shirt.
Easy way. Just easy.
Colton Flash. He's also played a couple of different teams over the years. Last season did skip his own team. And you would think he's probably learned a lot from that. Mostly having played second in his career. Did play second at the World Juniors. Skipped by Braden Muscovy, who's just playing curling next door.
U mocht eindelijk weer oefenen.
Ja, dan kan ze billig een beetje mee, gauw.
Oké.
Nu! Op. Tip. Oh. Yep. Yep. Oh.
Nee.
Okay.
Sorry.
Easy. Okay. Gotta move.
So a good chance now for Canada. They've got last stone here.
Normal weight.
Can set up for a 2. Don't want to leave a double anywhere for Switzerland.
Little firm.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Great shot, Flash. Beauty.
Van der Gooit, ja? Right.
3 to 40.
Full size, good. Yep.
Not bad, man. Like you throw a little soft and she's gone.
Just trying the double.
Get to the roll.
Don't, yep.
And beautiful double by Mikael Brunner.
Nee, nog.
Dat is wel goed.
Even to stick it.
Yeah, really good shot. It wasn't an easy double, but he made it look easy.
Well, off.
Clean it. Off.
Queen.
Okay.
Attaboy.
12 nu.
Brengen, brengen, brengen. Brengen, Rabo.
Okay.
Okay.
You can be on the T line if you roll.
Are we trying to roll it all?
Sure.
I mean, he's doing it.
Yeah.
Same way.
The problem for Canada, even if they get the perfect roll, because that guard is long, Switzerland would be able to probably come around and tap back.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Getting pretty gradual.
Jetzt, ja, jetzt. Mehr viel, so, so viel.
Weniger. Sweat.
Yeah, pretty gradual there.
De rolls gaan proberen.
Ja, is goed, ja.
Zet het 2 direct toe, hoor. Ja. Doe niet. Zo.
This is the first meeting for these two teams. They will meet again. It's a double round robin. Sections of 4.
Nu. Yep.
The winner of each section progresses to the final. There's no quarters or semis.
Aftal, meneer. Ah, is not aftal.
Okay. Okay.
Kijk.
Ja. Hij doet niet groot. Weg dem. Zur Sicherheit noch wollen. Weg dem Besenstrich hat nicht groot.
And roll.
Ja.
Just 63% for Kevin Cooey, not numbers we're used to seeing for him.
Yeah.
All going to make the roll here. Switzerland will give it a go as we look on over.
See that?
Canada
You guys like that ice?
1,
You got
skipped
20.
by Matt Dunstone, playing USA.
USA lying 2 here. They've really had the pressure on Canada every single end. There is a chance for a double to score 2.
Yep. Hard.
Sweepers on this one early.
Go hard. Hard. Yep.
It's looking good.
Hard. Yes.
A great shot. Is it going to stay? Oh, how unlucky. Just rolls over the top. So just a score of 1 for Canada.
And they will trail John Schuster and USA by 3. US up 5-2.
Good try.
Brilliant effort. Only 5 seconds left on the clock too as that shot was thrown.
Hard.
Just too much spin.
There you go, Pooh.
Switzerland did attempt the hit and roll. Couldn't quite roll far enough, so Kevin Cooey will look to blank this end and carry the last stone advantage into the next. And no problem this time. For Cooey, blank end, no score. And still the score is 3-2 for Switzerland.
A good end. Very comfortable with that. Yeah. Especially with the system. High to draw the button.
All right.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, snare that deuce here.
Zo her, der, ja.
Bring it in. Go, go, go.
Ja, 3.
Wow, then.
Achtung,
Michi,
yep.
Well, here we go again.
Hilf hem, Remme, hilf hem.
Sixth end.
Okay.
We do only play 8 ends here at the Curling World Cup. I say only, but I think a lot of teams and fans alike quite happy to see and play 8 ends of curling.
I got light on this, boys.
And of course, if we're tied after 8, there's no extra end. With this format, we would play a shootout.
Hard, boys, for weight.
Gotta go.
Hard, Flash.
Gotta go, Flash. Gotta go.
No shootouts in the women's competition earlier today.
Great sweep, boys.
Could potentially see one this evening. Couple of guards up in front.
Yeah.
And as well as points, prize money is also a key part of this event. The winner, if you win in the regulation 8 ends, gets $3,000. So it's a great incentive to win in the 8 ends.
Go, go, go.
Let's look on over. Norway playing Scotland. It is Scotland with last stone.
Okay.
Yep, and Ross Patterson, a chance for 2 here. Just trying to come off the inside of this red.
Really go.
This is really pulling.
Just a completely different throw.
Can't throw them
that different.
Double knot coming off for Scotland. And it looks like a steal of 1 for Norway. Tied game after 5. Pulled back from a 4-point lead.
Det køler mer over jeg husker jeg i det is der. Jeg tok is der nå.
So that one definitely not over. Scotland with the big advantage now lost.
Grat. Andy logo.
Det vil tage 3 mål dyre. Og så kan vi to. Det må vi så dyre.
Dat is goed.
2.
3 waren we, hè?
2.
Daar die vuist nou weer.
Dat is niet zacht. Dat is dit.
Hij zocht over.
Dat is dit.
Was die lijn of niet?
Nee. Dat is lang op. 12.
Was nog langer?
Nee, niet langer die 10 lijn.
Double it back.
Yeah, you do see a good look at the prize money and how it works out. Like you said, Rona, $3,000 if you win within the 8 ends, $2,000 through a shootout win. It's a $1,000 consolation prize, if you will, if you lose the shootout. And of course, a lot more money to be played for in the playoffs.
Oh, yep, just normal. Oh, hard. Whoa. Yep.
Hard beach.
Hard.
Hard beach.
Hard. Hard. Too far.
Yeah, that would certainly be a very exciting end to the final for all that money if it went to a shootout.
Men even kast om aksjes, okay?
What? Mag dat, hè?
Beetje first, Billig John een beetje.
Oké.
Nutmega.
Oké.
So Switzerland now looking to clear off this guard. They know it's a chance for Canada to build up a couple at this end.
2/3? 3/4 almost? I can probably get in.
No.
That's an easy double. Okay, let's go away then. Yeah, so I'm just about taking the same weight.
Do we throw control?
No. Same weight.
Okay.
Same way.
All right, Colton, here we go.
Maybe a shade left, but
Yeah, just a shade.
yeah.
Just picking up some debris under the slider. Colton Flash will have to reset.
The hairless.
Real hard. Hard beads. Hard. 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 Hard.
Keep going.
Go, Danny. Go, 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 go.
Oh, really nice.
Okay.
Great sweep there.
Straight. In.
So now Switzerland in a wee bit of trouble here.
Schon ein bisschen.
They need to get a good roll.
Im Vergleich zu dem Outturn da.
Ähnlich.
Good shot.
Union.
Ja.
I think it was always good.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Evan.
Yeah.
Evan, rumstellen. Evan. Okay.
Oh dear. Catches it too thin.
Just go over here. Put on the T line.
You know the speed here, right?
Really had to
Under deep or
roll behind cover there.
be hitting and rolling off this one.
A great opportunity now for Canada to get one
Same as,
right out to the
Danny's
wing
line here.
and lie three separated.
Even 13's okay.
Wanna be T-line.
Nah, stick full flash. It's up there though, but it's not here. He yanks it. Looks there.
Really curling.
Line's
Really
fine.
curling.
Sweeper's working this hard. They want to get it to the T line.
Okay.
Wow, that comes up way short.
Slid hard.
Können Sie besser?
Yep.
Call us a roll, hoor.
So another chance for Switzerland to try and get that hit and roll. They want to get in behind cover.
So 9-2 doen.
Ik ben gaan, ik moet weten, nu 2, nu 4, zo. Nee, no! Yep. No! Heaven. Go there. Go there, Moe. Smush.
Well, didn't even remove it from play. Very tight line there.
Too short. I think it looks like
Yeah.
So quite a few mistakes creeping in here from both teams.
Just feel just a little more positive with the throw.
Canada still looking good to score big at this end.
Room. Still not too heavy. What do you think? I got real good right now.
Wait only.
It's all there.
Okay, stay with it, guys.
a
You
little
can't.
heavy.
Back 8. Back 8, back 12.
Hey, you want to be back 12 on
It
this
is
one.
on its own. It's almost through. I'd be careful.
Good.
Just hangs in the
I
back
think
12
that maybe
foot.
is picked.
Canada lie 3.
Them it.
There's not an easy hit and roll for Switzerland.
Willst du das callen oder ist das noch nicht dabei?
Hij steht da.
Können wir schon machen mit dem ersten, wenn wir mit dem zweiten doch ein bisschen weniger Risiko.
Ja, ist gut, ja.
Ja.
Und 2
Als
kann
we
man ja
nu nog
machen.
hier snel.
Ja,
Dann sind wir immer noch. Ist das okay?
weil wenn wir dort hingehen, spielt er nachher einen
Dus die
Freeze.
twee garden
Dann sind wir wieder unter Druck.
Ja.
Nein.
Bleibt die Hüte Angst, wie es abgeht, und dann können wir vielleicht rauspicken oder so. Ist okay. Ist gut.
Ja.
Dat machen wir, glaube ich.
Could come right around to the 4 foot,
Nichts sinnlos viel.
saying if they do come up short and freeze the top one, they would out count the other 2 red counters.
Ich muss lieber mit dem Auto fahren.
Gut, ja.
Habe ich vor dir immer gespielt.
Ja, jetzt immer ein bisschen über Center
Ja,
rübergekommen mit dem.
Schon feiner wie die.
Ja, die ist gut gelaufen am Schluss, gell?
Ja, die ist recht
Sie sind mit 4-10 vom Schluss gewesen.
Ja.
Fast gleich
Die Frage ist, ob sie noch gleich ist. Aber
ja, und wir wollen ja auch vorne.
Ich glaube, wir gehen lieber mit dem Outturn da spielen, als mit dem Inturn.
Gut. Carl, du freeze, gell?
Ja, dann hängen wir die zwei ab.
Das ist gut, ja.
Okay. Da ist sie vor recht viel
Dann haben wir mit dem
getroffen.
letzten ein bisschen weniger Druck.
Ja, das finde ich gut.
Du hast sie ja gespielt, vorletzten Ende.
Ja. Wenn wir drum gehen, sofort.
Ja.
3 Meter kürzer, die hat ihr dann.
Ja, das ist gut.
Knapp. 3!
Ja, okay.
Well, need to make this one count. Yannick Schwaller. This or the next. Preferably both. Lots of trouble here. On the sand, this one pulling up way short for Schwaller. We'll only have one more chance to get out of this mess. And Canada with a chance to maybe make it even harder for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best shot. That's tough to do, though. That's overburied by a rock.
Yeah, there's no good angle there for Switzerland to use their own at the front.
You ever give them this
So Canada just working out the best place for them to put it.
Leave them the intern, but we can leave one that we can slash in.
It would block Switzerland's way.
Yeah, I like that.
Like if we're like right here, wide
Because
open.
a draw around to the forefoot is really all
I don't know how you get
Switzerland
there.
can have.
See if they
You gotta go
confirm
wide.
that.
And it's gonna be
I
fucking
guess
gas.
if I ended up
We can't
something like there, it's not
Even if we guard there,
horrendous.
Kevin's always got this out.
Well, that might almost be the shot.
Yeah. Tough to pinpoint out here, so.
Kev, anywhere is in here. Right, Kev.
Okay, we're going wider.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta assume it's gonna be heavier, but we can't be heavy though, right?
Try for top 12.
You're sweeping for full 8.
Yeah. So we're wider.
I'm just gonna play it like a little heavier than those.
Are you thinking? What about the same as you threw on these ones right here, right? And those back 4 ones?
It's got to be a little heavier than those
I would agree.
2 ends ago.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going
Okay,
on.
sounds good.
Right here we go, Coop.
A lot of chat about the weight for the track that he's going down.
Line's good.
Full late.
Line's really good.
Hard guys, line's good.
Hard, guys.
We take a look over at USA versus Canada.
Whoa. Get him off.
Canada line 2, potentially 3. John Schuster having to come down, try and draw for second shot.
Come off, Phil, if we're half.
It's looking wide and heavy.
That was a fantastic shot by Matt Dunstone. Saw an inch of his own rock to make a little run back.
See a fucking shot.
So a definite score of 2 for Canada. Is it 3?
Der Roll wirst du nicht spielen, hat er eben gefragt. Der Roll über den Ausser.
A big steal for Canada. 6th end. USA had complete control of that game. But as you said, Xander, great shot from Matt Dunstone to set the steal up. And now Yannick Schwaller, a must-make shot.
Now Kiwi coming up light, takes away the out turn, now playing the in. Panic. I think the weight's there, just need to get past the top red here. The sweeper's not really wanting to go. The line's there, do they curl enough? It really pulls up on them. And they will put it in top 4. How buried is it?
It died much quicker than they had thought.
They did.
Because they could come right through the house to bury.
That is a pretty clutch draw at a very crucial time for Switzerland. Thought it was a little bit deeper. Dies on them a little bit, but it does get almost fully buried. Look at that.
What a shot.
Wonderful draw by Yannick Schwaller, a game saver potentially, but still a chance for Kevin Cooey.
He's saying to the coach, do I get full marks for that one?
Here we go, angled run back. It's a shot we've seen Cooey pull off many a times before, and it could be for 3 or 4. Denny Neufeld trying to hold it straight. Oh, just past the yellow. So close. And an end dominated by Canada. Ends up with a steal of 1 for Switzerland. That's all you need. One good draw from Yannick Schwaller. And Switzerland lead this game 4-2. How close that is to 3 or 4 for Kevin Cooey. But they will trail the Swiss 2-4 with 2 ends to go.
So kurz dürfen nicht passieren, weil sonst schlecht es weg. Hast du das Gefühl, wenn wir jetzt auf den Null gehen, dass das im Auge behalten?
Ja, das
spielt. Ja. Weil wenn jetzt
das würde ich riskieren gegen ihn.
Ist okay. Gell?
Ich würde das riskieren gegen ihn.
Gut, ist doch easy. Ja.
Gut.
Dani, mega schnell.
Kann nicht mega schnell, aber gut, okay.
Ist zwar weit draussen, ja?
Recht gut, oder?
2 ends to go. And it's Switzerland up by 2. No extra ends in the Curling World Cup. You would have a shootout.
Hard. Real hard.
Hard. Clean.
You've seen Switzerland coming into the house here. Canada playing the hit. Now, do you think Canada wants to take the blank end? Carry hammer into the 8th, or do you think they'll just throw a corner on their next one?
Well, with the 5-rock rule now, and the fact that you want to win in the regulation 8 ends, does it change your way of thinking? Do you want to play the 8th end 2 down with the hammer? Or maybe 1 up without? But I think, knowing Kevin Cooey, we're going to see they want last stone at that 8th end.
Well, that's what they're playing for. They're going to just peel this one out, actually roll out.
No.
Denny Neufeld with an excellent game at lead. But here you go. Commentator's curse. And that is a flash. As we see the measure, it is a steal of 3 for Canada on USA. That is now a tied game, so another potential big comeback in this session, as we saw Norway draw level earlier on Scotland.
Go. Gonna play with 2. Go.
And speaking of Norway, Scotland.
Okay.
Yeah, see them in behind. It is Scotland picking up a score of 2 to lead Norway 7-5. And we see the second players, Colton Flash, Romano Meyer, pretty evenly matched up this evening.
Looking for the run back there, but just takes the top one.
Handed a free blank here, Canada, but that flashed stone from Denny Neufeld really changes the end. You'd hate to be forced here. Score a 1, you're not in great shape. And it's not really setting up to score a 2 either, no corner guards, nothing really to work with. So what do? Do you switch gears and try and draw around? Or do you just hope to make that double? Well, here we see Norway Scotland and how that deuce came on the board for Ross Patterson. Just merely a draw here for the Scots.
Line's perfect, boys.
Norway did draw level after being down 4 on this draw from
Weight should be good.
Ross Patterson has put 2 points on the board. They lead at 7-5 after 6. 2 ends left in that one.
That's
okay.
One in the house is only just into the 8 foot. Canada could throw right around and try and set up a couple at this end.
Still this one over curling slightly. There's an angle, but you can also make a play out the shot zone.
Yeah, our board.
Okay. Whatever, easy board.
Weight's good. Lots of weight.
Whoa, whoa.
Lots of weight. Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa. Off. Hard.
A very nice controlled shot here from BJ Neufeld. Might just bring the blank back into play.
Curled hard.
Maybe Switzerland not really willing to give it up so easy.
Oh, they could come right around. Even if they lose a 2 here, wouldn't worry Switzerland playing the last end with the hammer.
Might just wait one more before making our potential move, or even a couple more. You play a draw here, you make a mistake, you never know if you bring a 3 into play all of a sudden.
Yep.
Export! Sport!
Yep.
Sport size! Whoa!
Yep.
Goed zwaai! Yep. Hebben. Doe het.
We'll be past the guard and onto the red stone here. Very controlled weight.
Same thing. Same.
Hair more.
Whoa.
Yep. Stay close.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Off.
Yep.
Off. Stay with it, Denny.
Yep.
Whoa. You're good.
Attaboy. Toss. Wat is nu niet? Ja. Nou, zo dat. Ja. Dat is het.
Goed. Schrijven we er wat?
Hè? Lassen.
Ah, dat is het. Oké.
Speleren genoeg zijn weer.
Goed, ja.
Voor u spel is nou hoor.
Hier, ja. Zien dat zo, ja. In en out! Leen!
Yep.
Wat dan in?
Yep. Yep. Goed.
Makes all hit and roll, hit and stick.
Perfect.
Alex Schwaller.
Zo verdampt goed maar.
Ja, vooral dat je hier nog niet langer ziet.
Die gaan een nose zo.
Goed gespeeld.
The question if Kui makes the hit and stick, will Switzerland attempt to draw around that centre guard to maybe try and get the force? It'd be obviously quite risky in terms of giving up a 2, but they'd rather be tied with hammer than down 2 without, and that would be the call.
Hard. Weight's good.
And if you're lucky, you make a good draw, you might even get the force. So hit and roll, or straight draw. Tough to draw for shot stone though now, with that red stone nibbling the forfeit. That's the only drawback.
And even if they do come around, we've seen already at this end how you can pass that guard and still curl a long way. But they're certainly thinking about it. Shows the importance of that last stone, last end.
So making a decision, not necessarily the shot, mostly just what kind of position they want to be in before the final end. And they will play the draw.
Because they know that Canada have played this whole end to blank, so they would love to not allow them to blank.
Well, even if you just close down the scoring area a bit for Kevin Cooey, make it a bit tougher to score the two. I did see him pull up short in the first end. Just barely made it to the rings when they had the open draw to score the 2 points.
Sweepers having to work this really hard though.
I think this is a bit shy of weight. And I don't think it's going to get very far. Short of the rings, Yannick Schwaller will be, I was going to say pretty straightforward to draw for 2, but remember what the end plan was for Canada. And it was to retain hammer, so they will actually peel their own stone to get the blank.
Not terrible on this ice.
Now having second thoughts.
We get 2 or 3 maybe still.
You like this, right?
Just looking for confirmation from BJ. You want to play this?
BJ says 100%. He's quite sure that this is the best way to go. And with the 5-rock rule, this is what we've seen a few times, and especially with the shootout as well. Just makes things a little bit different, but what's going to happen here? It will be a blank. No worries whatsoever for Kevin Cooey and Team Canada. They will get their blank on the board, retain last on advantage, but they do trail Switzerland by 2, 1 end left.
Got worst.
You all go on the same side, or what are you thinking here?
I don't hate it. I mean, go opposite sides too, but
we could see how the first one is. I mean, I like going opposite sides to leave your
something.
Your runners.
I'll give you that. I'll just give you that in turn. Throw it halfway, 2/3, and then yeah.
Platz, die spielt aus, die spielt aus.
Warte noch, der steht da. Whoa, never, nu.
8th end of play, Canada, Switzerland. Curling World Cup. It is the final here in Beijing. We had 3 legs. One in Suzhou. The second one in Omaha, and also in Jönköping, and Beijing here for the biggest marbles. And just this win alone, this game alone, is worth $3,000 American.
Really good, Dan.
Shot. Well, Dan, so you're one or no?
At this point, I would say no.
I'd say no.
Ine! Ja.
Ganz oft?
Ja. Hör auch so jetzt.
Okay.
Aber dann vorne so, ja gut, dann kommst du gar nicht mehr.
Ja, gut so.
Dann muss ich praktisch gleich spielen wie vorne.
Ja.
Here the game plan for Canada with the blank. Feeling pretty confident they were going to be able to score at least a 2, and if they do, that's a tied game, which means they would score a point and also $1,000 if they ended up drawing for 2 and tying the game. It was kind of an all or nothing situation for them. Could still be nothing, of course, if they don't even score 2, but you score a 3, you win the game. And you get it all.
Take a look, looks heavy.
So does Switzerland go for the steal? Go to win the game? Get all the money?
It's danger though.
No.
Okay. Danger isn't.
No,
Danger
you're
isn't
good.
perfect.
You're good.
Dangerously perfect.
Great shot.
Well, we will see. 2 corner guards in play with the 5 rock rule, not allowed to remove them yet. Probably see a center guard.
No, Connor.
Ja.
Es zwei bis drei.
So hart ist er nicht mehr.
Nein, aber
Nein, ist besser.
schon etwas härter. Da habe ich knapp.
Bisschen aktiv.
2!
2 bis 3.
Michi muss.
Also, du. Ich kann.
Michi,
Ich
haben
kann
wir
2! 2!
Haben
1, 2! 2! 2!
Haben wir uns noch ein bisschen
Hebben, Migo, hebben.
Got a feel.
So a really good setup from Switzerland.
Passiv, ist passiv gewesen, oder?
They've got
Ich
the
hab's
one
nicht gedacht, aber es
top of the
muss
button
fast, ja.
and 8 foot,
Kijk, is oké.
Yeah, you need.
but that guard's just
You're not
over
gonna roll
curled.
far enough with hack.
I only can see a corner.
It's
Okay.
fine. It'll
Whatever
curl
weight
here.
we need. I don't know.
Just board weight.
Okay, board weight.
Easy board.
Easy through here.
Hack!
Gives Colton Flash the chance to come round. Just a hack weight tap back. Remove the yellow. Need to pass this guard.
Spin a little. No, don't spin. Sit.
All right, good.
Good.
Ah, really nice
Real
spin in at the end there, behind cover. That could be the setup for 2.
It's perfect.
The benefit of playing that hack weight, although they caught the top guard, they got a result
Wicked shot. Just,
by spinning in behind this corner guard.
I was light though. I wasn't bored. I was just happy. Yeah.
And Switzerland with the run back. Could get the corner and that redstone on the wing. Rolled the shooter onto the center line, but just over curling. Just gets 1 out of the 3 wanted things out of that shot.
He's gonna guard it.
Okay.
And then everything jams. They can make any kind of roll here. You're pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, out turn. Control. Yeah. Little down.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa.
So looking for the roll behind cover. Ah, great shot. 2 great results there from Colton Flash.
It's called dead buried.
Yeah, I've done my bit, he says.
Great shot.
Attaboy. Spatie geweest. Ja, goed. Mag zo. Freeze
So
this
theoretisch
trap.
alles nein. Na gut, that's good.
So Switzerland do lie 1. It's going to draw around to lie 2.
Ik ga corner aan mijn track.
Goed, Tim. Ja, iets harder.
Yep.
Voor hem, 4, voor hem.
Kom, spring. Ja, dat is goed. Veel te goed. Yep, dan yep. Hier is hem nog goed. Ah, jongens.
T. Ja, Chino. Dat is goed lang.
As that rock settles down, we'll jump on over to USA. They play the other Canadian team in the competition, John Schuster. With the last stone here. It's a tied game, 5 each.
USA line 1. Chance now for John Schuster to draw for 2. Needs to basically bite the button. The line's looking good. How's the weight?
You don't even have to stick for shot.
Sit. And just slips back. It's just going to be a score of 1 for USA.
Positive about it? Just one, huh?
Go flash.
Yep, close, yep.
Hard! Gotta go, Flash. Go. Hard to get by this one, hard!
Wow. Past the guard, but not past their own stone. Does it hang around at least? Not sure.
That pulled a lot more than they had anticipated.
Oh, that's a bad rock.
It hangs on the back line. I guess it's potentially nibbling the rock, the rings, but not sure if that rock will come into play. That's all the scores. Sweden leads China by 1. Norway down 2 on Scotland. They did the same as Canada. They peeled out their own stone to get the blank and keep hammer. Going for a score of 3. And like we just saw, you would say, with a single point up 6-5 on the other Canadians.
That's it. Now you're best. Als we nog. Niet hebben. Go.
Mike,
Hey.
I'll go for sure from the back. I'm saying to get rid of that back yellow one. That brings that other back into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Make this.
You make this triple? Like, catch the back one?
Brings the back one into play.
Well, this isn't in.
I'm thinking the over top.
It's not in the house?
I think it is. It has to be in the house, or it's not in the play.
Shouldn't be. Whatever, yeah, if you catch that, make this and sit there.
Yeah, make that anyway, regardless. You might clip it.
Okay, Beach.
Well, not sure if that's in the house, but of course if it is splitting the center line, technically should be on the rings. As long as the players leave it there, it is in play. You could have a 6-foot measure in the end to see if it's actually on the rings. But the triple's not made. I'm hoping to catch that back yellow to maybe bring that red stone on the center line into play. DJ having another look.
Yeah, this is a really key shot now for Yannick Schwaller. Needs to keep the shooter in play.
Dus wij er ook uit van, oder was?
Ja. Dat is goed voor Wies. Goed, ja.
And not leave a double for Canada.
Nino! Nino! Yup, whoa.
After. Whoa. Don't yep.
Well, that answers the question.
Yep, we'll never know.
Ja.
That's what's on lies too.
Perfect.
Throw peel, and if I make the double or roll into it.
Okay. Yeah.
Out turn. I
Looking
think you need a
to
little more than that, Pete.
play the double on the yellows.
I don't think he's gonna freeze. He's gonna hit the open one, isn't he?
Yeah, you're right.
I hope he freezes.
Oh, I thought he didn't have.
You can ever just push it to here.
Double, I think.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Well.
Double or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I thought he had more room on this out turn, but.
No, he can't make it double back.
What?
Cool.
Certainly his bread and butter shot for Kevin Cooey. The big weight doubles. Still not easy shots to make, but he seems to make them quite often. This one just over curling a tad. Rolls into the yellow. Not bad. So we're saying either the double or try and nestle up against it.
I don't know. Close to edge on edge.
It's not bad, Drew.
Might not be a bad thing.
No. He makes it, we're dead, but.
Oh ja. Den Square-Tag. Ich frage mich, ob es schlimm ist, wenn man das dicket. Nein. Wenn wir da sind, überhaupt nicht. Iedereen door echt veel keulen.
Really up to Switzerland what they want to do here. Could just hit the open one and give them two, but then it's shootout time where you try and chase this rock just thrown by Cooey and kill the game right here.
Yeah, I think the way the rules of this game are, you've got to go for this shot and try and win the game.
Yeah, I think so too. A mistake here though could bring the 3 into play.
He's got 14 seconds left on the clock, so needs to go fairly soon.
You miss it both ways, Cooey says, and that's true. A little high for line, will jam the red onto the yellow. A little tight for line, you could wreck on the guard. It just has to be perfect here from Yannick Schwaller. Wanting this one to curl. Will it curl enough? Get to the beak of this red stone. It does tap it to the back 12. 2 reds are in the house, but 2 yellows in behind cover. Is there anything for Canada to even score 2?
I think you can. Yeah. It's probably. I don't want to be as Flash clean my rock.
Yeah. See if you can throw.
He's telling Flash to clean his rock. He knows his time's going to be fairly tight.
Maybe.
Half.
Wait. Half's close.
Yeah.
Even like a firm easy.
So they do see enough of the top yellows to potentially play a double here.
Edge a button. Yeah.
Could it be for 3? Even.
14 seconds, you're good.
Yeah, 10 seconds left on the clock. Stops at 6. Last stone. 8th end for 2, maybe 3 for Kevin Cooey and Team Canada, but looks a little wide. Will it ever curl enough here? Denny Neufeld trying his hardest, but there's lots of room on the guard, lots of room on the yellows. It will be Switzerland to pick up the win here on Team Canada with a steal of 2 in this final end. Close game. Well, the young Swiss lads pick it up, and they will pick up 3 points and all the money in this one.
So take a look over. The other Canadian team, skipped by Matt Dunstone. Last stone, this last end, has a shot for 2.
Clean. Good shot.
And he's made it.
One time.
Yeah. Just a 1.
Who goes first?
Yep, it's just a 1, so we're going to have a shootout.
They apparently go first. So.
Good job, Matty. Good job, bud.
That's still my first draw. That's the one I've been drawing with.
Okay. 2 in 1? Or?
Yeah, that intern.
So looking like both of the skips are going to go for the shootout.
It's going to be good here. What do you guys think? So it's just back 4, like it was a foot deep.
I don't have a time limit.
So a great comeback from Matt Dunstone and his team in this game.
You guys are taking it
first.
They were 5-1 down. They've managed to
I think I'm taking
tie the game.
Kører ikke nok til dette, altså.
As we look over Norway versus Scotland, Norway 2
Bare
down.
spille 15, da.
Vanlig.
Ok, vanlig, da.
Må ha kontakt bak der òg.
Ja, det er det.
Treffer 90.
Thomas Olsrud
Tror jeg, ja.
looking to see if there is a double here.
Jeg kommer til å være litt myk i slippet.
Ok.
They need to score 2 to take this game to a shootout. No extra ends.
Nære.
Ja.
Japp.
Håvard! Håvard! Håvard!
Håvard!
Håvard!
Hard over!
Hard, Håvard! Hard, hard, hard! Hard, 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 hard!
Trying to
Hard,
make
hard,
it
hard,
curl.
hard, 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 hard.
And jams. So Scotland winners in that game against Norway.
Good luck. 2 days.
Yeah. Good luck. Well,
Good luck.
good game. Good luck.
Big smiles from Thomas Olsrud.
2 bad days, let's see.
Good. Good.
Great start for the young Scottish team. As we take a look
Line's good.
over Matt Dunstone,
Good line.
he's throwing
Double up.
first.
Running good.
Good line.
Line's perfect.
Closest to the button will
Good
win
line.
Curling. Line's good.
Hard cat.
$2,000
Come on.
Dig in, dig in,
and
dig in.
gain 2 points.
Go, 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 go.
Great sweep, buddy.
Just over curled.
Shot. Great sweep.
You want to throw the same turn?
But a great effort there.
Great throw, Matty.
So now John Schuster knows what he has to beat.
We did this last end. Edge eight's good, Chris.
Not in the middle.
Or an inch outside of it.
Take it left.
I know, but it was 5 minutes
Real
ago.
good sweep.
So it's just,
Umpires on, just
think
taking the measurement to make
Still
sure they have an exact
that
reading.
was 14-1 he just did there. So.
Got a millimeter.
Yeah.
Not bad, Robbie. Not
Great
bad.
scrub, boys. Good throw, Matty. Good boy.
Chris, just give these guys the hog to hog at the hog.
216. What the tape measure said.
That was what they were running based on your guys' draws last end, or what? Or this end? 80-85, so the 80 side. Okay.
So John Schuster, current Olympic champion. Can he draw closer to the button?
Really soft though.
All you boys. Line's good. All you guys.
It's got a lot of curling to do with its running, but it seems close from here, so. A lot of curling to do.
13-6.
Right off then.
Here it comes
Stay
now. The sweepers
Put it on the 1 foot, guys. All right.
quite happy with this.
Attaboy.
A great shot from John Schuster.
3 Gs, boys. 3 Gs. What? Oh, you get 2 and 1? Oh.
He was thinking there he was going to get 3,000, but no, he only gets 2 when he loses in a shootout. Wins in a shootout.
That's a huge point.
So $2,000 and 2 points to John Schuster's American side.
Yeah, it's literally
A great comeback from the Canadians.
When I was kicking, I knew it was a 70. I was like, okay, I'm just going to go like this.
Yeah,
then.
just
feather it out.
didn't really. Should have seen it, but. What's that?
So an exciting end to this session. Men's first session, but it's session 3 of Curling World Cup. We've had a women's session, a mixed doubles session, and now the men's. And Badishan played a great draw for 2 to beat the current world champions from Sweden. Happy Chinese team, great start for them. So that concludes first day's play at this Curling World Cup. Some great curling with a lot more to come. Our feature game, Switzerland 6-2 winners over Canada. Kevin Cooey's silver medalist from the World Championship. So a look back, keystone here for Yannick Schwaller. Fourth end, Canada lying. Has to navigate his way through the port, right to the button. And a great shot there from Yannick Schwaller. Sixth end. Again, a great draw around by Switzerland. Leaves Kevin Cooey the angled run to try and remove it. Just misses it. And it's a steal of one for Switzerland. And the eighth end, Switzerland line 2. Kevin Cooey trying the double.
Whoa, close. Whoa, off. Diddy.
Doesn't curl enough. And Switzerland steal a 2 and the game. So Switzerland take their first win. Solid performance by this young team. They win 6-2 over Canada.
Well, that's it for the session here this evening and day 1 from the Curling World Cup final. All games coming to a conclusion. Things wrapping up, but there's many days of curling left in this one, leading up to the final on the weekend. And there you see all the scores. It was USA to pick up the win on Canada 1, 7-6. Also China defeating Sweden 7-6. Scotland picking up a win on Norway 9-5. And in our live game we did see Switzerland with the 6-2 win. There you see the standings in the men's competition. It is in the Group 8, China at the top with 3 points, followed by USA with 2, Canada 1, Sweden no points with that loss, and Scotland, Switzerland picking up all the points, having won their games within the 8 ends as it works out. And of course, consolation point for Canada losing out the shootout. USA gets the 2. And for all the games that were lost within the 8 ends, the losers, of course, receive no points and no money at all.
Close game out there. 6-10 looked a little bit risky for you guys, but you made a good one on your last one. But tell me about it.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. Actually wanted to play the freeze, and but a call from my sweepers, get behind that rock, and really close one on Cooey's last to get that for a 4. It was a lucky one for us in the 6th, yeah.
Bit of a tactical battle in the end. We saw Canada blanking, peeling out their last rock to carry the hammer. This is something you were expecting?
Well, yeah, we expected that they gonna play the hit and go try to blank it. We just thought like being up 2 against such a strong team like Cooey is good in the last end, but we're gonna reflect that and probably play another tactic next time.
And then the last end, was it go for the steal or just trying to hold them to the force?
Trying to hold them to the force, yeah. Get everything out there we can. I mean, they are good finishers. They won probably everything this year, so we tried hard and got lucky, yeah.
Thanks and congrats, good start.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the Curling World Cup. Lots more to come from Beijing.